Hello, and welcome to the first installment of this podcast. Today we are going to talk about what it takes to carry out live performance. Um, what it takes to carry out live performance. So, if you've been playing guitar or piano or bass or drums for a little bit, um, at one point you will want to get out of your bedroom and actually perform in front of people. But how do you go about doing that? It sometimes can seem like an insurmountable task. You are nervous, you don't know if you're going to mess it up, you might not have the confidence to be in front of people. But on this podcast, we are going to discuss how to go about getting yourself to the stage, well, pardon the pun, where you can actually get in front of people and play your instrument, or whether it be guitar, drums, bass, or if you want to sing. Many places close to where you live, usually will be a pub, a place where people gather. You can find places where there are these events called open mic nights, and you can basically turn up, put your name on a list, and you can start performing your songs. Usually they give you 3 songs that you can play, or around 15 minutes, and you can showcase the things you've been practicing while you have been in your 4 walls at home. What does it actually take to get you from your bedroom up to the stage where you're playing in front of people? The first thing I'd say is know your instrument. You need to know your instrument really, really, really well. If you're playing a song, learn that song inside out. Practice diligently, get yourself a practice routine, and make sure you are confident in what you are doing, and that way it makes it easier for you. The way I approach confidence is from the point of view that you have to prove to yourself that you are capable of doing that thing that you then want to go and showcase in front of people. What do I mean by proving to yourself? If you're practicing one technique, so of course there are several other techniques, you can record yourself playing, and then you can assess your performance. Make sure you know your song by memory. Whether you're a singer, know the lyrics. If you're a guitarist, learn all your guitar parts, because you don't really want to get up there on stage and have your sheet music in front of you, because that creates a little bit of a disconnect between you and the audience. So I would say know your songs inside out. If you're playing 3 songs, rehearse those songs, do a practice schedule where you practice every single week. I know realistically you can't, sometimes it's not possible because we've got school, we've got work, we've got other commitments to our family and sometimes to our friends. But find a realistic schedule that works for you, and make sure you practice at least every week if you can't practice every day. Practice every week, learn your songs, and record yourself playing that song, that set list in front of a camera. And then what you can do next is, as your confidence starts to build a little bit, play to your immediate family and see, because that will help you deal with those nerves a little bit. If you also have any friends that do music, try and have a weekly gathering and play music with them. That would be great help. And yeah, get yourself out there, and step by step, that will build your confidence. Okay, so now you've practiced your song, you've proved to yourself that you can play the songs really, really well. Now, what happens on the day of the event? On the day of the event, make sure you give yourself every opportunity that you can to do your best performance. What does that mean? Take your guitar, take your extra guitar picks. If you're a guitarist, take extra guitar picks. Take your cables, your pedals if you need any amps if you think you need them, and yeah, that will help with your nerves. Some people find it helpful to have somebody go with them um, to help reduce the nerves if you have someone in the audience instead, because it feels like you're playing to friends. So usually your nerves will be reduced. And yeah, just make sure you enjoy yourself. Um, Once you do your first performance, then everything is smooth sailing from then on. And if you'll find that you'll keep wanting to go back to that experience. Anyway, this has just been some short tips on getting your first live performance out of the way, and hopefully you can go on and be a successful musician. So, thank you so much.